وروخ قدش على معلمين آمين بابا بشمية باشم قدش شموخ أتيا ملكوتو خاور الزايو داخل بشمية وبرعة هلا لخمت سنقانا قادم يوم شكرا اختياتا داخل دبخنا شكرا داني تخطيرون الله لا مورت لن جورابا لا فاصلة من بيشة سبب ديو خيلا ملكوتا وخيلا وتجبخت العالم علمين آمين هيمانوتا بشميتا الهمزمنت على بارك لكم على قبل صلواتكم بعوياتكم. May the Lord bless you all. We're talking about Revelation, and you're going to see me always repeating this 7-9. Why? Because it's always about the multitude. إن ناشئ كلية من كل طائفة من كل لسان من كل ملة. There is people from all languages, from all tribes. They're all clothed in a white robes, and they're all standing in front of the throne. We're always gonna read this. While we're going through Revelation, we're not gonna take it chapter by chapter. We're gonna be jumping into other chapters because we like to connect things. We spoke a while ago, or last week, we spoke about the 144,000, right? But then we talked about Revelation from
14:8.
Yeah, we talked from Revelation from 14, right?
Yeah, 14.
We talked from Revelation 14, and we went on, and we tried to prove a point here, and the point is اخنا ايكيوخ ايمانت انا من جانتينا برايا مودي لبرايا. So هم زملان باسد 7-9 لخا هدي همزومه وخ باسد 7-9 again همزومه وخ باسد 7-1 through 4 هم زملان باسو Daniel 8-8 هم زملان, right Danny? We talked about Daniel 8-8. We talked about 144,000. Modi mukzina basit more per palpe. Zilan katiwa authority of God ila 3 times alpa. Kamodi sabab bgzayo katiwa authority of God, authority of church on earth, and kharta iwa allan passion ammara. Kamodi sabab yawul ila authority qadanna tribes قد آزي الأرعى ومشخدي. So all these people from these tribes, they will come back on earth and they will be preaching. It's all happening at the same time, simultaneously. As this is what it is, you guys have to think. As it is happening, all the other events are happening. كل من ديوايا البداية كل أن events واين at the same time. Everything is possible with God. So all these events we said are happening at the same time. كل أن من ديان إحنا بساقخ أني بصلاينا إمو أربي أربعة البلخ بغزاية وقت إينا من 12 tribes of Israel وغزيلا and tribes غزيلا قد خد tribe actually one tribe wasn't in there, was tribe of Dan. بس ما جانا من جيب مانيوا منشة who was Manasseh? Daniel, who was Manasseh? Come on, you say I do and I know and I need and I know. Manasseh برون بانيوا جوزيف ماني مرة جوزيف بس ما جانا Manasseh برون جوزيف قاموا قمتي ليش ما Manasseh بس ما يعني قد منشيوا كله من ديانه. So he can forget. Manasseh means يعني نسيان. يعني so he can forget about all the things that his brother did to him. Okay? So قمتيلش من برونه Manasseh. Rabas by. So we spoke about that, and then we talked about the 144,000, and we know how they and then we talked about Revelation 14:1 through 5. Revelation 14:1 through 5. What did we see in Revelation 14:1 through 5? What did we see? Look at this. Behold, Lamb standing on Mount Zion. Yani modi Mount Zion. Yani طورة صهيون. قمودي مري قامة تمشيخة بخزخ لطورة صهيون خارطة. قايد تري ما تعتبر الفشن بخزخ لطورة زيتة. So it's not judgment time. What is Jesus trying to do over here? What is happening with these 144,000 and with Jesus, and then we're gonna see angels are in the sky at the same time, one after the other, coming all together, and they're telling people to be aware of what's about to happen to them, right? So what's happening over here?
They're preaching.
They're preaching. What else is happening? What's happening here? Anybody? Don't forget, where are we here? Where's Mount Zion? Where's Mount Zion?
In Israel.
Where? Jerusalem. That's Miami.
Yeah, Urshel.
That's why I love that kid. So, it's in Jerusalem ila Mount Zion. Mount Zion. Jerusalem بنيت إلى بريش Mount Zion. Okay? يعني بريش طورة صهيون بنيت إلى أورشليم. So, we're talking about Jerusalem here. Where is Jesus standing now? On top of Jerusalem, right? On top of the Mount Zion. And with him, 144,000 that we spoke about. Okay? So, what are they trying to do? You see, this is what it is. If we understand his first coming, we're going to understand his second coming. What else? مشهودنا قناشة لتلو هيمانو تقت قداري. Exactly. What else? Anybody? Anybody?
What are they doing?
Yeah.
They're preaching the word of God.
What else? Come on. They're establishing a church. Because the church is up there now, right? So we need a church down here. So what are they doing? They're establishing a church. What are they doing? بناينا إيتا. كمو قد فرقين ناشي. سبب جدًا الفشنة إيتا هو يقولون تابيلان إيتا الأرعى. You see? You got to pay attention. So the same for those 1,000 years, we're going to see Jesus is working. And exactly that's what he did. Exactly what he did from the first church, from the cross, and then he did it again. So if done it Moshe, the same thing. The time of Moses, the same thing. It was building a church. Time of the cross was building a church. Right? After his resurrection was building a church. And now, after the church is ascended, is trying to build a church. Again, from where? From Jerusalem. Pay attention. From Jerusalem, he's building a church right here. Jesus is building a church. Come on, we're gonna come and see. How else he's gonna come and judge? How else he's gonna come and see whoever is gonna believe, who's not gonna believe, from the people that are left behind. Yeah? So there's people that are left behind. What's going to happen to the people that are left behind? So we already went up there and we saw all the multitude, and we're all standing there, and we all with all the nations, with all the languages, with all the people. Something is happening. Why is Jesus on the mountain? What is he doing with the 144,000? Establishing a church. Why? So he can save as many souls as they have to be saved. So we always see the grace of God. We always see the grace of God. That's what we're looking at. God is not leaving his sheep. God is not leaving his people. God wants to save till the last soul. What's impossible for man is possible with God. And that's where we're going to continue. And that's what I want you to keep a picture in your mind, that even though the church is taking, but they're trying to establish a small church. Why? Because once that church is established, then 1,000 years is good for everybody to be saved. All what you need is 100 years, because man, how long is man will live? Abad.
Yeah, 144,000.
Right here. See?
So,
Mara, I looked, and behold, a great multitude, which no, it wasn't the other one, I'm sorry. Here. دولة زخي ليه باين مغلط النوخ لخا جو ريفوليشن أربسر خا خمشة قريوت فالصة
لا ما نمشي عن عاطين بخبرقة
عين شقيلة إيتا مسقالة هم زملا باسو عين لما راني تسقل
أفتر ومشو بطاطين شيخ برقة
أي إلى مشيخة أدي مشيخة بتاعي لقد بارك قدنتينا left behind the people that are left behind so get متتبالة لدي أي get caught in between the lines see Mara مشيخة the lamb standing on Mount Zion what is he doing on Mount Zion وقاموا يورشلم زي سبب جري يورشلم بيشاوة بني تايتا بتخارخ لا so قبض هذا that is why we're going to see something when once we get into Revelation قمادة مري جري بلطيتون من جو Revelation عزيتون ال other pages it doesn't mean you gotta stick with the seals and all that you have to continue you gotta go to different pages قد خزت مودي لبرايا الأرعى at the same time احنا نتيوه في شمية what's happening on earth while we're up there what's happening on earth while the church is in heaven see so مودي لبرايا مو بغزايا لخا وبغزايا قد مارن إلى الطور أو أبو قاروخ
حالك confusing
من متجيبه
المشيخة مار على هذا مش ما برقة شوية طالت هذا خاطي
عين قشقل تطيتها so برش خلال إيتا خرطة
everything is gonna be in كلها هي مش ما هرقلها هربدها
قامو
يعني بتكون شوية هي أثيا
قامو
why this
هما الباشنة
ما لا خوية تسقي خلطة بتثيان
هما أي مودي لا أوكي ما برم لا يقالي قريلة عات وما برم لا قريلة قالي وما برم لا وليلة بس أي مغزين خرابة دكانة هنا وخرطة بغزاية بتقد إيتن أنجلز زي أنجلز مشهودة أنا بس الدومن دي قش مية ليلة هذا ملاخة قرية ولا مباسو
هاي لما مشيخة ما بتقرشن عشان ثلاث بايل خجيبة وان سبايل خجيبة خير
هاد خشلوهم برا الباشن
برا البشن
خشلوهم برا الباشن آخر لخيتهم بغلاطة بخاش برا الباشن إن هدي إيتن ناشت إن left behind هدي أوكي سو هدي عاد سقلو خونو بشلة ماني بارك لخون see think right So you're part of the church, but your wife is not. تريجو شويتا خبش قلنا خبش وقلنا لا. So قلتي لبشواقة بلا بدارة كسلة هيا خيتا. خبش قلنا وخباش. هو جود باش مو بترتيال. So he's coming back for them. دخنا مزوم بس grace علىها. مخزون قالوا خبت علىها كمال جورا قد برنا شرابة زهمت برميلة. برناش إنه يا بيد بشاقل وقت يطلب تعمل شغله أنخينا لا إن على ليلة هذا بزايا بيه God is looking at it differently God is preparing something else God is doing something man cannot even comprehend برناش ليه ما سبر ميلا هو مني شينا تلون خير
أن الفاشن دخيلة يعني دخيلة
خشبونيت على هلا أنا ليه ما سنجاوب جاك لا ليه ما سنجاوب إنه بلكم إلى الفاشن ديان بلكم إلى الفاشن شمية لا تخمن إيمان تسقط طامة كله خوشاوة بتحاول كله تخمنيات بتفتحي كله برميتا بتحاول شمية نيتا سو قبض هذا إيمان أن أمو أربي أربعة ألبي إيمان تينا بتاعي أن أمو أربي أربعة ألبي أخنا المودي لبرايا أخنا already أني بصلاينا أخنا بساق دي سو مودي لمارا ومعنا هر أيضا تغزيلي كل ناشي كلية ملبشة جل خوارق زي ماري لي هذه أنا مو أربي أربعة تيلو لا إنا مودي للأخا زي احنا مثل درن Revelation 7 زي تمو اخوة جو Revelation 14 لخا بتاعك Revelation 7 وهاجو Revelation 7 أني هادورو لمور بياربالبي so he's preparing them as we went to Revelation 7 he prepared 144,000 وكم خزخلوا أن 144,000 وبرميلا مودين أن 144,000 so قبض هذا هدي مودي بيلا هدي أني صليلو أخنا نسقلا إنا مودي لوايا تاما خاجي ناقصنا بغزايخ مشيخة إنا إيكيا إنا مشيخة كليا الطورة ادمودي
زيت
طورد
زيت
مدري مرة زيت يا بابا طورد صهيون طورد صهيون سبب إن متالي أقل طورد زيت مو مرم تاوي تو يتيت دتري الجادجمنت عاد باز داين همسو هاين إيرا مرة جمودي
متى 24
صغاريا زكرايا بخاريتون هم زمنا باسو زكرايا إلى مارو قال
up Matthew 24
ماثيو مشي خمارو له ماثيو 24:30 لا سو عين إلى إيمت متيلا أقل طور زيته بتباتخ طوراني لدان ديانتا أين براقل عين إلى طور سموديلا سبب برد شتسلا لخايا إيتاتي بغزايا مودي لوايا موي لوايا هذه بتوية judgment fair right قامودي سبب أني بيشي جدوة ألسانة جورا جدوة جنجارة أني بالجنجري it's gonna be tough time for them because they have to live under a lot of persecution they have to be running away and that's what we're gonna see وبتخزخ وبتبرميخ لنا يعني من revelation جانو so أخنا أبنت إلى إيتا مسوق له وأبنت إناني بسلاي مور بيربالبه إنا قمودي ومور بيربالبه إني وإيتا الأرقى قمودي ومور بيربالبه لا
yeah
You know, that's why you have to pay attention. Why do we need the 144,000 if the church was on earth? So the church is not there. The church is taken to heaven. وأنا مور بيربال بمرأة زوانا زمينة لي من نوخون يعني they're mine, that's it, they're mine. Don't think about them, they're mine. They were young people, young men that gave their lives to God. That's it. They're his. So it could be a baby that was aborted. It could be a kid that was hit by a car. It could be anything. Anybody that God picked for himself.
Are they already all chosen, or is it still?
They are all chosen. Oh, are there more? It could be. Yes. No, I can't answer that. I can't tell you. I'm sorry. No, of course there could be more of them. That as we speaking, there are more of them getting ready for this event. I mean, it could be a baby just being born now, you know, as we speaking. So we don't know. هنا عنا جاريك هاوي امور بأربالبه جاريك لاوي شختنو جانو لاوي بيخا يعني لاوي يعني بيشي مختمرخ virgins جاريك هذه امور بأربالبه تمس وهذه كلها بغزاية ومن دوبر زارت إلى علىها بطلابقت هذه منه. It's from the same seed that God is asking for, from the same 12 tribes. That's why those 12 tribes, it doesn't mean that they are 100% Jewish, but it means that they have the seed of that, okay? So the seeds now, you guys can go and do DNA, you're gonna have at least something somewhere, somehow, right? Everybody knows that. We don't have to get into that. Okay. باقي. لا. خلا لا. No. خلا ليلة الصيرة. هنا بتباي الصيرة during. Everything is gonna happen during. زبراتي. It's what it is it's gonna happen while everything is gonna happen at the same. This is gonna happen and that's gonna happen, but they both it's gonna rotate against each other and around each other. And things in between will happen. So لا تخمنتون خمن دي بتاوي وبارق وبشارة أخيرا. خمن دي بتاوي بارق. No, that's not revelation then. That's not revelation. Revelation has to go like this, okay? Everything is gonna happen at the same time, and while it's happening there as well. Everything is coming with it, you know? That's what revelation is about. It's all commingled. It's just everything is happening. All the events. It could be chapter 8 is before chapter 7. It's all but you have to put it together. You have to see where we at. مودي لمارك تاوى قديش. puzzle ما تطلق الطاعة الوضع. It's not very confusing because what's gonna take you to understand it is the order of the seals, and then the orders of the trumpets, then the order of the bowls. The bowls are the important ones because those are the ones that are definitely that nobody is gonna be here. Okay, for sure. I mean, nobody from God's children at least. Okay, so let's see this. So هم زملان باسد 7, 9 through 14 مري هم شيء يمثلنا قمودي سبب ما هم شيء you're gonna see them تابلويشة جل خوارة روب خوارة وكلية من كل طائفة من كل لشانة من كل ملته كلية قمطرون استعلاها. They're standing in front of the throne of God from all languages, from all people, from all tribes. So what does that mean? It means we're always gonna go back to this. So where are we? We are standing in front of, and we are singing this new anthem for Him. And that's what it is. This is the anthem of Almighty God, that He is the only one. Very good. So all this, كل أيوادك prepare قمودي قد آنتي وبخيا, okay, for the martyrs that they were crying. So this is what the ropes were about. بتخاريتون سبب مودي مرو هلي ملي شغلت له طولا. بتخاريتون. What did the saints say? For how long you're not going to revenge for us, right? And God said, wait until the number of your brothers is all completed, and then I will revenge. So now watch, all this is happening at the same time. Revenge is happening, so at the same time saints are dying, and all this we're going to see it all in one picture. Okay? So you have to be prepared. Ready? Okay, it's like a roller coaster. It's going to come and go. Okay. So we go to Revelation 7, 15 through 17. Mani bqari laqad. Revelation 7, 15 through 17. You bar bayt qart qri khay. Part qri. Mas qart. خيرات يطلق عنك مسكين هنا يطخ ما يلخص.
والآها قم رومس على بس قاعدة بيوم وليلة جو هيكل هاو تيويلة أو ترونس بتشارة جاوي وليه تشفني خينا وليه صافي خينا ليه ما خيلون شمشة ولا خمة سبب بيرا هاو ديلة ببلجة ترونس بتمرعيلون وبتلابلون العينات 100 خية 100 خايف وآلها بتماشي كل دمعيتها من عينيه.
رابس باي. شان هي قرية ولا شفت ورا لا؟
Yes.
قرية أنا أوكي. رابس باي إنا قمودي لمارا يعني مودي سبب زمن احنا من قم منه ماري بوتآها قمودي بوتآها سبب بيشلوق طيلة بشمت مارا because they became martyrs in the name of Jesus Christ. And whoever dies from now on in His name, so that's what he's talking about. These are the ones that will die and they will follow their brothers and sisters. قمودي سبب هدية بتعيش قطلة خين الأرحى. تو زحمة خيوتها الأرحى. ليه هو يا حسنات? It's going to be very hard for people to survive on earth. رابط تو زحمة. Okay? Because Miran, that these saints can be anybody. قمودي سبب إيتن خكمة ناشة اتعالها جبيولة قد مكملي خشولة خمندي جرق أودي لا. And it could be one of you. It could be someone you know. So if you're gonna stay longer than what what you prepared, you think you're gonna go, you might not go. You might have to stay because you're gonna be preaching to other people. You might have to save other people's life. Maybe you're gonna preach to your own family. Because مودي مرة مودي مبشومانة إلى إيمان ما تطعمه لخز لبخت تطعم يعني لخز يتلجورة طعم لخز لخونه كخات ويمبرونه كمبراتو. So those will be left behind. So even though you're gonna leave them behind, but Jesus will not leave. He's not gonna leave them behind. That's أول من دينهم دي البغزاي. كمان دي البغزاي ناقص لهم شيخ كلي على طورة صهيون. Come on. زين. Because again they're building a church. Come on. سب سقلا إيتا. مور بيرقال فتينو. So هدية بيبارقلان بيشي. So خزق قد يخكم منه بهمني. Yes. هنا بخزخ رابا منه بالجنجوري رابا سبب صار منه إن جدية خيوتا زحمتي لا قد خير مكرسيانا خد شفي عشاء أما صار من إيه دخيلته زي so think about it if today it's very hard for you to live as a Christian how it's gonna be then سبب you talking about the beast why because as we speaking again there is a war in heaven while we are going up, while they're coming down, there is a war in heaven between the angels that you're not aware of. We're talking about zillions of angels are fighting over the throne. You see? All that is happening at the same time. كل يوم من ديوان بخطنا ملاخ بلاشنا من أوضال جشمية بلاشة وخيلان بتاع جشمية لا أرى جشمية بتاع بلاشة خيلان عملي لو بلاشة تخنا لما سخزخنا see and that is why we're gonna see how Michael the angel is preparing everything. How is he getting ready? Once you hear about Michael then you know the war has started. That's it. And who's going to speak about Michael? Of course, Danny. Right, Danny? Okay. So again, we spoke about this. So بداية قد أني تخوى بسبارة قد آتيوا هدية بتآتي قمودي سبب مارا تمزيلو جلو بالدمت بيرا إنا مودي مارا زيمون مارا قم تمزيلو جلو بالدمت بيرا إنا مودي لمارا ماريلي خينا ليك يبني ولي صيد ولي ما خيلون شمشا ليه ما خيلون شمشا هنا إيك هنا so ليه ما خيلون شمشا إيك هنا exactly so where are we huh
Heaven.
you see if not even they won't even look at this even the sun shall not strike them. What does that mean? It means they're not on earth. See okay
آدم يوجهوا أن جلسة لديه
hey كل من دي بداية
شماشة قارة مخلطة مرم ملاخة بتها فلاشة جوشمية ملاخة عم تقول عليه عن ما يتمثل وين السابق ويا المودي بالبوشي
سبب ملاخة أنتنا نجيبت أركوس وأنتنا نجيبت ميخان لا بلاشة اللي بشمي دابخ بلاشة برش ماني بتشاقل أو ثرون ماني بتهابة ماني بتغاب لا سينا بلاشة خرايا لا سو آخرنا بلاشة دي اللخة بتاعه بلاشة ميلي شمو أرمجدن لا
الملاخة قلبي
لا ملاخة أركوس قام أركوس لك ملاخة إنا منه لا قام مصليلو سو كينا أنا قلاشو ليلة لخا نو إتلو خير لخا إنا أنا طاوية أنا مرشمي أنا بيشمي والله أنا they want their influence is in heaven. They want heaven. They don't want this. They want up there. That's where the fight is. That's where the real fight is. The fight that we don't see. إلى خبلاشة تلاقي ما سخزخ له ولا يخزخ له إحنا. Okay? هات لها وبطروخ. فاضل.
سبب إيتا بنيته لا أنا أو أنا مش مضرب إيتا شقة درغينا إلى بنيته ضرب ملاحة. أركز إلى خامن درغ إيتا من درغينا.
هم زمر بس أركز رابع مليون.
دامين أنا ترى درغ بالباش يقولوا يعني بصاروا لبي إيتا قد تاويلات خا problems that جابوا is that I mean somehow some way.
خينا أركز إلى درقولة إيتا مشيخ. أركز بيا منبلا إيتا مشيخ. أركز which is he is the one that the fallen angel, right?
Right.
So the fallen angel, what is his goal? His goal is to bring down Jesus' church. أول مليون. What are you talking about? Billion.
Okay.
Yeah. So the fight is between the good angels and
Bad angels.
and the bad angels. ها؟ لوسيفر هي مرخت أركس لما يركس خي ايه رابط okay very good so let's continue إن قطعت يعطيتون إيه كيخ لخ بس مو إلها مزومة you have to pay attention to the words please so that's why they're by the throne and the son has nothing to do and then there's no more crying, no more tears, no more pain, right? All this what we see is heavenly stuff, right? And the same thing is happening in Revelation 7. The 144,000 are coming down as we are going up. And we saw that in Matthew 24. Alright, so you see, now we're going to skip from one to another. We're going to go to Revelation 14, 9 through 11. Revelation 14, 9 through 11. ما نبقى إذا قال 14, 9 through 11. Anybody wants to read? Go ahead.
A third angel followed them, and said in a loud voice, if anyone worships the beast and his image and receives his mark on the forehead on the hand, he too will drink of the wine of God's fury, which had been poured full strength into the cup of his wrath. He will be tormented with burning sulfur in the presence of the holy angels and the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment rises forever and ever. There is no rest or night for those who worship the beast and his image, or for anyone who receives the mark of his name. This calls for patient endurance on the part of the saints who obey God's commandments and remain faithful to Jesus. What am I reading up to?
It was 9 through 11.
Oh, I went past that.
It's okay, we're used to that. Good. Now, Surah قريبا. إن لما شيخ أنتر ملاخ قما يمو بدوالو بتخارتون أو ملاخ قما يود تري مودي ومكروزة أو قما يمو مروالة بتخارت أو قما يمو ديو ببراخي وفي بجي شمية وإتوالي إيوينجاليو يعني كتابة قديش لهذا مكروزة الآن يتلوى بعمارة على الأرحة الكل أمته وشوطة ولشانة وطايفة ومر قال رامز ديم من آلهة وهن لشوخة سبب تيلا صعد الديوان زغود الهاو ادبريل الشمية والأرحة واليامة والعينات وهم زملا باس الدايقة مودي ملان سبب مودي لما رجدو جرقة كما يكتاب قديشة آلهة بريل الشمية والأرحة قمودي لما رو خبره قد يطلي باس الدو آلهة لهمزومة من شعريته بريل الشمية والأرحة. So he's telling us exactly the first angel, that the God that created heavens and earth, he's talking about the same one. Amani letin hamzume bas. Lele khakina. O malakh tetremo di le mara pilla Babel Gurka. Mani humzumna bas Babel melanila Israel. Mani lampala Babel Gurka. Qamodi sabab harm pilla Israel كل من دي بتنافل. سبب إسرائيل بنيته لقمتها إسرائيل بتلقى كل من دي بالضائب شوكة. So getting Israel pesha dushdishta. So what are we gonna see? We're gonna see Marele Babel. Which Babel is this? That is gonna fall? It's Israel. In Israel pilla brakel. So what you oqamaya makruza laqalu durun qad awwala ala tibril shmaya oqamaya tkhum zime base. La o ala tunakhnokhm tukhmene base. So ani basit mut ala he tukhmene ani tukhmene basit kala khina dil briya shmaya waqa. Bitmani hamani بتخمن دي تيلة مبوم لا خمن دي بقيلة وتيلة so خمن دي لقد برناجة قمطارسة خمن دي تلالة وعلى هدوس so therefore we have to see that he is talking about he is talking about money, he's talking about the first angel is talking about the real God, the creator, and the second one is telling us about the fall of Babel. And the fall of Babel is Israel. But Israel bitnapla. Now we are listening to the third angel. What is he saying?
سابق الدابة والصلمة وقابل رشمة على القصة ينهل إيده أبتها بالشاتر من خمرة خمسة آلها في لدريا كلام زاغة كاسة كربة بالثائش الجرة بنورة وكبرت الملاخة الديجة وقمبيرة وتنة الجاري بتآثر العالم علمي ولا حاولت نيافة لا بيومة ولا بليلة الأن الفقدي الدابة والصلمة ين الكل قابل رشمة الشملة.
So what are we going to see here? We're going to see a beast. What are we looking at? A beast and a mark. A beast and a mark and worshippers. بغزاية دابة وبغزاية قد إتلى ختمة أو دابة وإتلى مودي ناشي إتبت سغديلة. People that will worship him. What is that? What are you picturing in this? What do you see? You see a beast, an image, right? And they have this staff, and there's people that are worshiping. What is it?
ناشد لنا في شقوبية شماشة تينا نقول خصطان تينا سطان
إينا مودي بغزاية image, بغزاية beast, بغزاية stamped beast, بغزاية sealed beast. وخرطة بغزاية people that are worshiping him. What are we looking at? Money. What are we looking at? Money. We're looking at money, right? Why? Because in order to control people is to control them with money. That is the best way to control man, is with money. You want to control people, you control them with money. It's very simple. Kamodi, sabab marele gudaya dana, at this time you won't even be able to buy or sell unless you have that seal. So who's controlling this money and whose image is on this money? And that is why we're going to come to see who the beast is eventually. And then we're going to know who the beast is. Because the beast is given power through Satan himself. That's some kind of ruler. But he's a worshipper himself of money. So come on, B'gzai. So what are we going to see here? B'gzai wa khashikla raba mazdiyana, it's taking over slowly. It's taking over slowly. Money is taking over everything. Money is becoming everything. People are killing each other for money, right? People are doing the worst crimes in the world because in the name of money. So Satan is bringing. So what is it? It's they worshiping money. This is what it is. And Bible will never go wrong. Modi lemara. The love of money is the what? The love of money is the what? The root of all evil. Who said that? In the Bible. Who said that? Basmajar. Where? I'm getting deep. It's in 1 Timothy 6. Okay. So the love of money is the root of all. It's not money, it's the love of money. And that's why, because they're going to love him, because they're going to worship him. That worshiping is the word of love. When you love God so much, you worship him. But when you love money, you worship them more. Why? Why when you love God, you worship him, but when you fall in love with money, you worship them more? Why? Who can answer? In سغدت الآلهة إن بيت لآلهة بسغدت الله إن إيمان بيت زوزة بوش سغدت الله. Come on. Say what I'm sorry, what you say? Materials.
Because you lost respect for God.
Because you lost respect for God. Anybody else?
شاف على حميرة اللي ما بتخابني بشربها مني يا أخي.
شاف على
ما
حميرة.
خبة بشربها مني مرة إن شاء الله.
Okay.
صف يا شلاني وقام هاي بخير.
هنا أنا لو عم بقاري وقمو إيمان خناشة نابل خبة من زوزة بوش يبايلو من أعلىها. يعني بوش نابل خبة يبايلو بزودة من أعلىها. Why?
Because you cannot worship Moses.
Okay. But again, why?
ولا بغزالة
Huh?
ولا بغزالة وما
بس ما يعني. Because money you can see. God you don't see. So the thing that you see, it's easier to fall for. So Satan always wants to give you in this world what you see. God wants to give you is what you can only imagine and what you can't even imagine. Okay? God can give you things that are beyond your imagination. علىها بي يقولك من ديانة يقولوا خيلة اتلي ما ستخمن تباسو اتأخشي إنا يتخمنها اتلي ما ستدبر بيه إنا سلطانة بي يقولك من دي ما ستدبر بيه. Why do we lose souls every day? Because of material. Things that you touch. Things that you see. Right? Why people go wrong? Because faith is believing without seeing. La? Because of the eyes, exactly. Yes. Because that's what Jesus said. Because you can see, your sin will always stay. But if you were blind, you have no sin. And that's what it is. Your blindness is what you believe in God. It means you have faith. You don't have to see to believe in God. So that is why a picture of money, a picture of power, a picture of you can control people with, something with image, something people will worship, something people will kill each other for. I mean, you guys seen it every day, right? I love you, Rabbi. God bless you. We're gonna miss you. He only comes to read one page. No, we love you. Everybody say to you, but I love you.
I love you.
Okay. So, Modi Bagzaya image, and that is why what is the angel saying? What is the angel is saying now? Anybody that worships the beast, what's going to happen to them? You see? Who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receives the mark of his name. See? So what is this mark of his name? Something is going to happen that you're going to be able to deal with. They will give it to you. If you have it, you can buy and sell. If you don't have it, you can't buy and sell. So whoever that beast is, he's about to be revealed to us. Okay? He will be revealed to us. We will know who that is. That is why the church will never be in the darkness. That's why never say, it won't happen to me, I won't be able. Yes, you will be. The Holy Spirit will reveal this to you. Come on, sabruch tkhud shale shawla. Bitmadilan manile brunet awdana. Bitmadilan who the beast is. Right? And the book of Thessalonians revealed that to us. He told us that the son of perdition will be revealed to us. Right? Rabba's Pai. Revelation 14, 6 through 7. Mani Qari Laqala. Or we talked about that, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. Up 14, 8 zimlan minno. Okay. So that is why, okay, I see where we at. I see something repeated itself. Okay. Okay. And then we talked about the blessings, right? Okay. Very good. Okay. Revelation, we talk about 14 through 16? No? We didn't read that? Okay. Revelation 14 through 16. Mani Qari Laqali. 14 through 16. Danny?
Then I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and on the cloud sat one like the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him who sat on the cloud, "Thrust in your sickle and reap, for the time has come for you to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe." So he who sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped.
Very good. سورة قرب راتي لطلع بابا سورة
الشغل يوصيلي عنانا وقتها وعلى عنانا تيوى خاب بدماية دولة ناشا على ريشة كبيرة الدهوة وبيدة مجلة خريفة ملاخ خينا بطلة من هكلة مقبوخة قال دورة الهاو تيوى على عنانا بري مجلو صوت سبب تيلا شعتها خصدة ومطيلة خصدة عرقة هاو تيبة وعلى عنانا بريلة مجلة على العرقة وبشلق صدتها عرقة.
Very good. So what picture we see here? خذنا قريبا قالب عربي ما نيت عربي قريب.
ثم نظرت إلى سحابة بيضاء وعلى السحابة جالس شبه ابن الإنسان له على رأسه إكليل من الذهب وفي يده منجل حاد وخرج ملاك آخر من الهيكل يصرخ بصوت عظيم إلى الجالس على السحابة: ارسل منجلك وأحصد، لأنه قد جاءت الساعة للحصاد، إذ قد يبس حصيد الأرض.
Very good. So what do we see over here, guys? What do you guys see?
يعني
wrath.
دانت ديانتها.
دانت
ديانتها.
شقلتت إيتا.
Yeah.
Modi, what is Jesus gonna take? He's gonna take his people,
Yeah.
right? So it's time for harvest. So when a man has a field and he takes care of it and he plant everything, then at the time of the harvest he come and harvest what? Exactly. So he's gonna take his fruits. And when did Jesus say this to us? You remember? Which parable was this? Imam Shikha Yamir Arakan. Dumut Matlela.
The sower?
Which one? The wheat and the tares. You remember? You remember that? The wheat and the tares? Khutta
زيوان.
وزيوان.
yeah.
خطة وزيوان. Shikha Mirali Qadiyani Mati wal Ar'a. Hadiyayke B'taya do Revelation. Now we can see it here. So Jesus told us that parable when he was here, when he was on earth. What did he say? He said, a good man planted good seed, good wheat. And then, when you went to sleep, the enemy came and he planted what? Tares, ziwan, weed, right? And Jesus said, well, let them both come out together. Because otherwise, if you're going to take them out now, if you're going to take them out now, then you will just kill the other ones too. You won't be able to tell the difference. The difference between the wheat and the weed is what? No, the wheat will have wheat on it, right? So it will have a fruit. It will have something useful. But the tare will stay up high with their pride, always growing up and not looking down. But because of the wheat, it's heavy, it comes down, right? So then you can tell which one is the humbled one and which one still has the pride. So بيطلق قد أول إلى humble وأول إلى أول ممكخلة كمودي سبب يطلع الله خطة مصلية لنيشة أو خينا نيشة فاشعره. So مودي لوادا لخمشيخة. What's Jesus doing here? Jesus said to them, no, wait until they both grow together, then I'm going to take mine, because I know which one is mine. How does he know? Because their names are in the book of life. So So this is what's happening. See, we read that before, but this is what we're going to see. This back and forth is going to happen again. We're going to come back again to it. Jesus is going to continue doing this. See? That's what you got to pay attention. يجي تنبالك شيخة مدري بتاعتها مدري بتقاوت مدري بتشاقل مدري بتنابل بتجانب. No? While it's happening, while all this is happening, everything else. There's a bathroom over there if you want to use. Oh. Okay. أن لا أن إينا إيتا بتخاصت له بنونة إيتا متشاغل له قيانة دان خصدم إينا it's gonna happen between point and point. It's gonna happen every now and then until everything ends. أني أمور بأربعة ألف أني ليلة لازم خاصت له أني بقاري له بتسكي لا هلا لخمك يا دان أني إينا مبرع الفاشن أني إينا مبرع الفاشن خرطة متآتي أني مريلة ديانتا yes that he's gonna come for huh yeah so أخنا هلا إيوه جوش قلت إيتا هلا جوش قلت that's why I'm trying to tell you everything is happening at the same time but everything is just that is why Revelation you cannot just stay in one chapter and you continue with it. You got to jump to other chapters because things are happening as 144,000 coming down, we are going down. The church is going down. And at the same time, there is a fight in heaven between the angels. And then at the same time, we're going to see Jesus is coming down and preaching to the people on the Mount of Zion. So we're going to see all this, but you have to think about it, it's all happening at the same time.
I don't know, I was wondering, the other angel that came out, could that be Michael that's telling him?
No, when Michael comes, it's fight. Michael, this is just a small angel, but when a big angel comes, it's going to tell you his name. Okay? They will never tell you an angel came without telling you it's a Michael. They'll tell you it's Michael. Okay? Or it's Gabriel. No? Okay. We go to Revelation 8, 1 through 5. Did we read that? No.
No.
Okay, we're going to go to now. Okay, we're going back now, right? Yeah, because now we want to open the seventh seal. So, because now we want to open the seventh seal, and believe it or not, we had all the seals. مو هم زم لنباس السيلز مو هم زم لنباس ختمة مو من لنباس ختمة من الختمة إنا events that Jesus has to open. The only book that's sealed is the book of events. أنشتاوة غينا كله open إنا اشتاوة events إلى seal. So Jesus has to open the seals. هديم طاية وخل seal تشوه. Now we're going to open the seal of 7 and that is in chapter 8. But all the other seals were in chapter 6. And what happened in chapter 7? The church was busy going up and the 144 coming down and somebody wants to sleep. So all this is happening at the same time, you know? So let's look at this. 8, 1 through 5. You want to read, Brati? Yeah.
When he opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels who stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets. Then another angel, having a golden censer, came and stood at the altar. He was given much incense, that he should offer it with prayer of all the saints upon the golden altar which is before the throne. And the smoke of the incense with the prayers of the saints ascended before God from the angel's hand. Then the angel took the censer and filled it with fire from the altar and threw it to the earth. And there were noises, thunderings, lightnings, and an earthquake.
قريب. ولما فك الحمل الختم السابع ساد السماء سكوت نحو نصف ساعة ورأيت الملائكة السبع الواقفين أمام الله وقد أعطوا 7 أبواب. ثم جاء ملاك آخر ومعه مبخرة من ذهب ووقف عند المذبح وأعطي بخورا كثيرة ليقدمه مع صلوات القديسين على مذبح الذهب أمام العرش. فارتفع دخان البخور من يد الملاك مصحوبا بصلوات القديسين إلى حضرة الله.
بس متم الله له هل خمسة هي please.
ثم ملأ الملاك المبخرة من النار التي على المذبح وألقاها إلى الأرض فحدثت رعود وأصوات وبروق وزلزلة.
بس ما جان رابس سورة يبنوش أخذ يساح. Go ahead.
الختمة الشوى وإلى شقة يشمية قرب هدفار وسيد الشوى ملاحي أن الكلية وقنطرون أعلاها وشن يوى اللي شوى شيفورة ملاحة خينا تيدة وكليدة على المنطقة اتوالى فرمة دهوة فرمة دهوة فشل يوى اللي باسم غابة مقرولة عن صلوات القديشة على المدخل دهوة قنطرون تغلق آلها من إيدة ملاخة تنة باسمها أصوات القديشة هي شقلة ملاخة الفرمة ليلة من نورة مدكها ودريلة على الأرعى ويلة رعمة وقالة وبرقة وروطانة.
بس ما جانا. What do we see here, guys? ماذا بغزايلخ? Have you ever heard that there is silence in heaven? For how long? Half an hour?
No.
Yeah, half an hour. Half an hour silence. That's scary.
First time I heard.
First time you hear this, huh? Silence in heaven. With zillions of angels. With all the crowd that we spoke about, the church is already up there. The 144,000 are down. And the fight that is about to happen in heaven. But what do we see here? Silence. Shtiqut. What does that remind you of? What does it remind you of? Imagine when you were a little girl, okay? You come home.
Someone passed.
Means the father is angry. You come home when you were a child, and suddenly it's silence at home for half an hour. What does that mean? Means your dad is very, 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 very mad.
Right.
Someone is about to die. That's it. Someone is about to die. Half an hour silence. Then what do you see in here? What is the other thing? What did they give the 7 angels?
Shawabuke.
Trumpets. Buke. Shipure. Shipure. The angel gave the 7 angels, each one, a trumpet. What is the trumpet used for? Warning. What was it used for? Anybody knows?
دعم الفلاشة.
Donut Plasha. Announcement. What else?
ذات ملكة.
Tetet Malka. Trumpet. Kerabit Ala. So we have now trumpets. Suddenly, with all the silence, they give him something that makes a lot of noise. They give him a trumpet. With all the silence, now suddenly they give him trumpets out of everything. You know? Come here, trumpet. After the silence, it's a trumpet. Trumpet imachewa lahudaye. Iman imachewa lahudaye trumpet. Imachewa la kam Modi Qam qiwutit qawla, Ark of Covenant. When they bring Ark of Covenant, they will always use the trumpet. It means the Ark of Covenant is about to come. What was the Ark of Covenant? It's a picture of the church. What did God tell Moses to build? Tabernacle with Ark of Covenant. Tabernacle مربني مشكل واحدة إنما تنجاوي قوة قولة إيمان ما يبقى قوة قولة مودي يوديوا ما خوا ميوزك ما خوا ترامبت كمودي سبب ميالو بتقالة غيرك ما يبقى. So they have to bring it with. So what does that mean? The authority of God is about to happen. The authority of God is about to come. So Hadiyah, the father is about to show his anger. Okay? The silence in the house, it's about the anger of the father. And the anger of the father is showing through the trumpet. A trumpet, hadur khunila. A trumpet, hadur laqanashe. So that trumpet is to get people ready. So now we're going to see what is after the trumpet. What else you see? Huh? What is a censer? The golden censer. What are they going to put in the censer? The incense, right? When do they do the incense? For what? Kamodina and incense. Look at the incense. So they're going to give them there at the altar, right? And he was given a lot of incense. Why? What is the incense used for? Prayers? Yes, prayers to God, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and who's about to pray over here?
Hadisha.
The saints, Kadisha. Come on, you get Kadisha song. Why?
Yawi Rahmeh.
For the people on earth.
Rahmah.
Because what's about to happen on earth is what?
Wrath of God.
In which way though? Over here, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when they throw this fire on earth?
Earthquake, everything.
Mara, what did he do? He filled it with
Fire.
fire from the altar. And what did he do with the fire?
Throw Maya. Dunya.
To the earth.
Yeah.
And then there were noises, thunderings, lightning, and earthquake. So anything that happens on earth, it happens because Jesus has to open a seal. When Jesus opens a seal, anything that's sealed, that is about to happen, it has to happen. So all these things are sealed, all the other books are not sealed. All the events book is sealed. And we saw all the seals. Jesus has to open a seal. So the events you can't change. They have to happen. Why? It's just a matter of timing when God opens the seal. Jesus Christ opened the seal. So ما بغزاي أول إلى seal تشوى. أول إلى the seventh seal. You pay attention to the. Do you remember what happened in the sixth seal? What happened in the sixth seal? Anybody remembers? What happened in the sixth seal? The four winds. You remember? The four angels holding the four winds of the earth. It means the four winds of judgment. That's what happened when you come sleepy. You don't know what happened last night. So Iwa four winds, Iwa four corners. There were four angels that they will bring judgment to the four corners of earth. Every time we open anything with six is disaster. It's a disaster. Sixth seal is a disaster. Sixth trumpet is a disaster. Sixth ball is a disaster. Why? Because it's 666. Right? But the 7, all what they did is they give them trumpets. But the wrath is about to come. So what did we say about the trumpets? Moment about Shipure. Shipure, bid'ati, in a still, Jesus is looking forward to bring more people up. Okay? Because Jesus is on Mount of Zion. With the 144,000 that we spoke about. 12 times 1,000. Right? We spoke about it. So, everything is getting prepared for the church to go up, and at the same time they're coming down, and at the same time all this wrath is about to happen, but there is people left behind. So if a husband is gone, the wife is down here, who cares about the wife? Jesus. If the parents are gone and their kids are down here, who cares about the kids? Jesus. We're going to see that. And that's what's happening exactly. Jesus said, if 2 are in bed, 1 will stay and 1 I will take. Right? So what happened to the one that stays? See? And that is what's happening. So we're coming to the wrath of God. But again, He's preparing His own people. That's why we saw the 3 angels going up and preaching. And and they're telling them, people to get ready for this, what's about to happen. It's the 7 trumpets. Sabah, because you don't want to be where the 7 trumpets are. And this is the easy wrath. Trust me. When it comes to the balls, nobody will make it. Nobody will make it. It's going to be very hard. So that's what we're going to look at. So we're going to see in 1 Chronicles 16:6. 1 Chronicles 16:6. We're going to see some examples of the incense, and what do we see? So غزيلا incense, غزيلا كهنة, غزيلا قديشة إنا كهنة, ومودي غزيلا خشك لخينا موديوا incense موديوا أن incense مرني وقصلاوات لا وغزيلا شيبورة. So هذه أبخزخ that always for the ark, what happened over here, the trumpets, right? Somebody read that for me quick. Susie Kala. From the thing, huh? Oh.
Benaiah and Jehan,
Yeah.
the priests regularly blew the trumpets before the Ark of Covenant of God.
So what did they do, the priests? They blew the what?
Trumpets.
So Mkhilu Shipura Kamani, Ark of Covenant. So Hamasha trumpets Iwa Kamani, Ark of Covenant. Where else do we hear about trumpets? You guys remember in Jericho when they were fighting for the walls to come down, right? They were supposed to blow the trumpets and walk around it 7 times. You remember? 7 days?
Yeah.
Until the walls came down. 7 is what? Is the seal of God. 7 is the signature of God. 7 is the signature of God. So now we're into the signature of God. The 7th seal. Example. God wants to put a separation between His people and the seed of Satan. So that's why He's given the 7 trumpets. Everything is by 7. 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls, 7 everything, right? Kamodi, Sabah, you can tell it's God's work. It won't happen unless God authorizes it otherwise. It has to be authorized by God. So that's why Modi Buzai Al-Khabazai Waqat Allah Haduro Leita Kat Masikla. As in Luke 1:19, the rest is for you guys just to keep it. In Luke 1:19, go ahead, sir.
And the angel answered and said to him, I am Gabriel who stands in the presence of God, and was sent to speak to you and bring you these glad tidings.
So what do we see in this picture? The angels always stand in front of God. What is Gabriel saying? I stand in front of... What did we see angels standing in front of?
God.
God. They are standing in front of God. But Gabriel here, he's saying his name. Who's he saying this to? You guys remember this?
Zechariah.
Zechariah. Kamodi, Sabab, Tamar قد بخته بالبطنة بتاوي لبرونا. Who's going to be his son? John the Baptist. So, but what is the picture we see here? Exactly what we saw up there. Angels are standing in front of God. Gabriel comes and what does he say? I stand in front of God. Who's he saying this to? Zechariah. Who's Zechariah? He's a priest. Zechariah is a priest. لا تابي لبرونا تابي شمة يوحنا. So he is telling Zechariah that I stand in front of God face to face. Even though you're a priest, you stand on the altar, but I stand on the real altar, the heavenly altar, the altar of God, that where God resides, you know, himself physically, which we believe on every altar there is Jesus Christ, of course, but we can't see him with these eyes, right? So that is why we talked about things that you see and things that you don't see. Rabba's Pai. What else? Exodus 25:6. Melania, you can read so you can wake up, honey. You can read it from the board.
Oil for the lamp, spices for the anointing oil, and for the fragrant incense.
Okay, so what do we see? Oil for the light, spices for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. So we always have incense. Without incense, none of this can be completed. Incense completes everything, right? Exodus 20:18. Bani bqari laqal. Ma li maghruba qal. Go ahead, Bani.
Now all the people witnessed the thundering, the lightning flashes, the sound of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they trembled and stood afar off.
Where was this? When Moses brought his people by the mountain. God said, bring them over, but don't let them touch the mountain. You remember? And it was smoking, right? And the trumpet sound, so you gotta be careful. So what happened now when the trumpet sounds? What happened? It means get ready for what? Get ready for what? Get ready for the presence of God. God is about to talk. God is about to do something. Something is about to happen, right? But that is when you were on earth. But imagine when you hear the one that's coming from heaven. A lot of people say, you know, lately I've been hearing some trumpet sounds from heaven. People have been recording things and they're saying, what's happening? I hear some sounds and trumpets are sounding in the air. You know? Trust me, these trumpets, when they sound, you're going to hear them. It doesn't matter where you are. Even if you're at a nightclub. Okay? You will hear it. No matter where people are, they will hear them. These trumpets are not just regular trumpets. These are heavenly trumpets. When you hear them, it means the wrath of God is coming. And the other one is Exodus 24:16, but let's not go there. It's just keep showing you that always the incense and the trumpets are always used for the presence of God. God is about to be present. Okay? وبغزاية وخديجة وصلواته ويثن قديشة صالوينا قبوداني إن الأرقى. Malachi 1:11. Malachi, I just picked Malachi because we never been to Malachi for a while. Malachi 1:11. Mani bqari laqalan. Malachi 1:11. Okay, correct.
From the rising of the sun, even to its going down, my name shall be great among the Gentiles. In every place incense shall be offered to my name, and a pure offering. For my name shall be great among the nations, says the Lord of hosts.
So the incense shall be what? Offered to the Lord's name. No any other name. يعني إيمان أودخ باسمه صلواتني نقماني كمارني شمشيخة. لا. So قبل هذا incense إيمان أودخ إينا صلواته إتي منطيخلو علىها جديس لوطا كمود يودخ incense سب مرن أو بيلاسا إلى مودي لبيلاسا إلى عبد مات مريم. لا إلى عبد مات مريم. إلى عبد مات مريم ومودي لشخرة أو شخرة مويلة ينخطياتا ونورا موديلة إلى روح كل شيء إلى معقود اختياطا ومودينا بساقت لنا بقيادة اختياطا صلوات. Right? So what happened? So it's Mother Mary's womb is right here. This is what it is. Okay? This is her womb. Yeah? And Modi Hosea, when we put the charcoal, it's our black sins. Okay? And the fire is the Holy Spirit that burns our sins. Right? And what comes out of it? Prayers to God through the incense. And you see, we're putting the incense and then the prayers are coming out. See? What did they give Jesus when he was a baby? What was one of the gifts they gave? The manjas. Huh? What was incense, right? Frankincense? Right. Very good. So, that is another way to look at it. So you guys know now what is happening up there. Matthew 2:11. That's the one I just answered. So just somebody reads it fast.
And when they had come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented gifts to him: gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
So they gave him gold. Gold means that he is what? He's a king. And then they gave him frankincense, that he is God. And they gave him myrrh, that he was gonna die. Yani bitterness, yani mararuta myrrh. Yani kam yavele mararuta kamodi sabab ikhamte wale nasha. They used to use it on the people that pass away. They used to put myrrh on their body. They used to mix it with the incense, right? So what happened? So it tells you that the three things, that he's going to be the king, and he's God, and he is man. That he's going to die. Okay? Qabl maruruta qabuddiya. Very good. Okay. So because we're going to go to the trumpets, I'm going to jump to the 7th trumpet. And then we'll go back. And then you will know what's happening over here. Why do we need the 7th trumpet? Because we need to see what is happening over here. What is going on? Why was Jesus on the mount? What's happening? What's going to happen eventually? Modi btawe. Kamodi gerik azach el buqat shawa. Kamodi gerik azach el shipur shawa. Modi lebraya. So we're going to need to we need to emphasize on these 3 books. 10, 11, and 12. Okay? But for you guys, you need to read these, but I'm just going to take some parts of it for you to understand. Okay? So I'm going to kind of like highlight it for you so you know where I'm going with this. So we're not going to be just sticking to chapter 7 and continue with 8. No. We're just going to be jumping all over the Revelation so we can put it all together. Because that's why if you were here from the beginning, you know where we at. If you watch the videos, it will be good for you, so you're going to prepare yourself. You know why we were jumping from the beginning. Okay, so Revelation, we're going to take 10:7 out of it. Khadana qarila qali. Bitsur it, please. 10:7.
رافت آلها بالفائز كلهن دافز متفصل بجوات النيل
Very good. Bless you. There you go. So, قاري بإنجليز؟ ما يتلنا أمريكاي لخا. You want to read?
Can't see the font. So in the days of the sounding of the seventh angel, when he is about to sound, the mystery of God would be finished, and he declared to his servants, the prophets.
What do we see here? ماذا تنبغ زي الأخ؟ Exactly God, everything that was prophesied is about to end. Everything that every prophet was waiting for. Everything that every believer is waiting for is about to happen. Everything is about to end. Okay? The end is about to happen. Now don't forget, this is all happening at the same time. You're up there and your mother is down here. What are you doing? You're praying, right? Because you want your mother to make it. Yeah? So everybody's up there, but everybody has a loved one behind them that left here. How many wives are trying to change their husbands? How many wives are trying to bring their husbands to God? How many husbands trying to bring their wives to God? And so on. And how many parents are praying for their children to come to God? So doesn't mean, you see a lot of people say, oh well, so why are you saying Jesus is coming? What about the babies that are born? What about the babies that are born? Jesus never promised that when he comes everybody will be old with gray hair, except me. Jesus didn't promise that. So there's always going to be babies, there's always going to be old people, there's always going to be middle people, there's always going to be teenagers. I mean, you got to expect all of them. You're not going to expect just one kind of people because now, okay, everybody's gray hair, get ready, Jesus coming. What is that? You see? So that's why you have to think it's what's about to happen here. This is a trumpet that show iman makhya. Kulle nashe bisparena de trumpet that show. So all the other is just in between. We're going to get back to the other one. What's going to happen in between? How many people will die? 1/3 of people will die. All this it's all going to happen, okay? We all know that. The trumpets are about to sound. But this trumpet, the seventh, it's the one that everything God told and was prophesied is about to end. It's about to happen. That's it. Right? So, what happened in Psalms 118, 126? Khadana Qari Qari. Go ahead.
It is time for you to act, O Lord, for they have regarded your law as void. Therefore I love your commandments more than gold, yes, than fine gold. Therefore all your precepts concerning all things I consider to be right. I hate every false way.
I hate every false way. La? So modile mara lacha King David. What is King David saying here? He's saying, yes, God, it's time. It's time for this to happen. It's time for all these people that didn't want to believe. How many people don't believe? How many people you know that they don't believe? How many people in the world don't even believe there is God? You know how many atheists we have in the United States? Anybody knows the number?
Around 35.
35 million. Just in US. Right? They don't believe there is God. So what is King David saying to them? That's it. That's it. It's time for you to act, O Lord. Who can say that to God? Only King David. Why? Because he was a prophet and God's heart. That's how they became so good friends. Psalms 2, 10 through 12. Mani Qari Rakani. I like to go to Psalms 2. You guys remember we spoke about Psalms 2, right? What is Psalms 2 made of? How many verses? Oh my teacher. Huh? Amen? 12. And ورثة الضوء بابا وبرونا وروح القدس بس ما جانا. What else? Always pay attention to this. Psalms 2. The very first 3 verses are written by man. It's man's thoughts. Then it's God speaking. Then the other 3. So the first 3 is man's thoughts. Man is speaking. The next 3 after that, God is speaking. The 3 after that, okay, from 7 through 9, Jesus is speaking, the Son. And the last 3, which we're about to read, is the Holy Spirit speaking. The Holy Spirit is talking. So what do we have? Man, then Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. All in the same Son. And all of this, it's the first coming of Jesus and the second coming of Jesus. It's amazing. Sometimes you read one verse and you're going to see in it the first coming and the second coming of Jesus Christ. In the same verse. It's amazing. That's why prophecy is for near future and for far away future. It's always for the further time, and then you're going to see that again and again. It's always that. هم شوف خزق prophecy إلى على يو قديا إلى قضانا قرب وقضانا رخا. إن موديل بزاي لنا تنسى بزاي وقت أنطلاقا ما يبرناش الهمزون. أنطلاقينه على الهمزون. وأنطلاقينه مشيخة همزومة وأنطلاقينه روح تقدش همزومة. وقت أنت أتقدنا تبى روح تقدش همزومة. موديل ما رقم الكتار. قريبا لا. 10 through 12. Yeah, Psalms 2.
So now kings be wise, receive instruction, you judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with reverential awe, and rejoice with trembling. Pay homage to the Son, or he will be angry, and you will perish in your rebellion, for his anger may ignite at any moment.
He's preparing for his second coming. سورة شو تطلع؟ تطلع؟ مش كنت؟ Okay. So مودي لوادا روح القدس हमारे لك عمل كيفمون مودي ويمون هونان ويمون برميانه ومن دي تنواده ودنه بتبرميتا قمو سبب لما كربيتن مشيخة ماري لنشوقن برونا إن لا بتآتي كربي الله خن جلده سبب كربي قربي قمودي هادورو ركعتين تدتري سو إقامتا بغزايخ وقد برناشا تخونه قد مصيلة قد ماخيلة برون على كماخيلة سقيفة وفرقلة منه لا إن لوا بضايقة على يحكي وبيه جشمية لا وخرطة مودي لمارا ماري لقد كل من دي آلها قم يولي قبرونا كل ما زنان مرأة دينا اديو يوما قم حصلنو يعني مودي اديو يوما قم حصلنو يعني مودي مرة قال اديو يوما قم حصلنو يعني مو يعني قم مقمن إيمان قم مقمن اديو يوما قم حصلنو. Right? So what we see, the Holy Spirit is telling the people to be aware of what? Of this. The 7th trumpet. It's about to happen. Because trust me, you don't want to stay for the balls. This is nothing compared to what's about to happen. What we're about to read here, it's nothing compared to what God is preparing for the people that's still going to stand against Him. Are you amazed that there will be people against God? I won't. Revelation 11, 1 through 4. You see, now we went to Revelation 11. You see that? You paying attention? Now we're jumping from place to place. 11, 1 through 4. ما نبقى إلى قلنا. ما نبقى إلى قلنا. فاغت قرأ.
ثم أعطيت قدرة شبه عصا فوقف الملاك قائلا لي قم وقس هيكل الله والمذبح والساجدين فيه. وأما الدار التي هي خارج الهيكل فاطرحها خارجا ولا تقيسها، لأنها قد أعطيت للأمم، وسيجوزون المدينة المقدسة 42 شهرا. وسأعطي لشاهدي مديانا 1260 يوما لابسين مسوحا. هذان هما الزيتونتان والمرارتان القائمتان أمام
أين أربلة؟
رب الأرض.
Yes.
أربلة لن أوكي قريبا بس مجانا. That's good. أنا لن متوتان. قال لي بإنجليش قال أنت فردا قريبا Maria? Maria? You can read. بنخاف يعني خدش هالنظام. Okay? Okay, my boy.